That video, ooh, I low-key want to like take it off my channel, but hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite homegirl, Ayana Mertina, and if you're new here, hi, how are you? So recently I actually passed a milestone here on YouTube. I've uploaded 100 videos. I think I might be at like 102 right now. I don't know the exact number. It was recent that I passed 100 videos. So, and then I've also been seeing a lot of like, oh, I'm gonna react to this kind of video, like, so I figured I wanted to go back and react to my very first video, because I definitely feel like I haven't made a ton of progress, but I'm definitely like way better. Like I'm not like super like way better, but like I'm way better. Like I've made progress. I'm not that same person, okay? So I put screen recording on this side. That's why I'm kind of like over here. And then we can just watch my first video together. I have my phone here. I'm trying to get it pulled up. Let's see how cringy it is, even though it was only like 2 years ago. All right, so there's screen recording. I have already sorted it out so I can be at the video. Let's get into it. Welcome to my channel, and thanks so much for clicking on this video. If you are interested in seeing how I achieved this super bomb wash and go, just stay tuned. Starting off on some super old, crusty, dusty 2 or 3 week old hair. We're gonna just jump right into it and get everything wet. Okay, so first things first, I don't know what that voice was. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking. I mean, first of all, thanks for clicking on the video, yes. But what is that voice? Who is she? Make sure you work that water in really well. Once you have everything's fully wet, we're going to use this generic tea tree oil shampoo from Sally's. Oh my god, I love this shampoo still to this day. A pretty large squirt of it. I initially focused it on like my roots, but then I was like, wait, my hair is like 2 or 3 weeks old. Let me go ahead and just pull it all the way through to the end. Get rid of any kind of product residue I have. I'm gonna go in a second time because those suds weren't really what I wanted them to be. They weren't given, but they were supposed to give. Still a little bit of dirt in my hair. So going in for round 2. But then I created a little bit more with the way I wash my hair. But it ended up... Why did I rinse my face off that way? Like, what? Being fun because I took a massive amount of conditioner and fully detangled everything. So going in with the Aussie Total Miracle. Still love that. 7-in-1. I took like 10 pumps, but I lost some right there. So probably ended up being like 7 or 8 that made it to my head. But you just want to work it in. Make sure every strand is fully coated. I could tell that it wasn't enough. So I'm going to go in with a larger handful and then try to work it in, finger detangle it a little bit. Oh my god. since there's like so much shed hair in there and like tangles and whatnot, I didn't really do a very good job of detangling this time. I kind of did like a super rushy patch job. It's too many tangles, and I'm just gonna end up pulling out way too much hair trying to fight through the tangles. But I don't section my hair with any rhyme or reason. I just kind of grab what feels like a decent size section and go to work. Normally I section it off and like clip the other part out of the way that I'm not working with, but I couldn't find my clip and I was kind of pressed for time. Wait a minute, why to this day, like this was posted January 10th, 2019, I still don't have my clips with me when I need them? Like, that's still me. That part hasn't changed. Okay. Even though I wanted to film this, so I just went ahead and fought through it without a clip, and you don't give your hair a chance to tangle back up on you.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the check.
Oh my god. And whatever conditioner is left like inside the twist is gonna serve as a leave-in conditioner. Usually I don't use a leave-in conditioner, but I guess technically this time I didn't either. But I'm gonna leave a little bit behind just because I don't want to untwist anything before I put my styler on. So I'm gonna massage my scalp with the water and then kind of like twist the excess water out of the twist as if I was getting ready to make a Bantu knot. And one last final rinse, and then we're grabbing our styler, which is the clear Wetline Extreme Gel. I got this from Walmart forever ago, like before. I'm so confused. Why did I rinse my hair and then squeeze it and then rinse it again? I thought that when I was like squeezing it, I was trying to get some of the water out prior to putting the gel in. Okay. The huge hype. I saw $3 gel and I was like, oh, can't pass that up. So here I'm gonna work with the back two sections first, one at a time. And then I wet it again. I mean, okay. Gonna go ahead and make sure those twists are as wet as possible, and then untwist it, take, ample amount of gel. That really wasn't ample, but usually I take more than that, and just smooth it into the section. Now we're working on the last section. Again, just wetting it, making sure it's fully wet. Saturated. Twisting it, grabbing a handful of gel, and just smoothing and working it in. So I can kind of tell like when the middle, like the mid shaft, has a good amount of product, but not. Girl, what are you talking about? It in more and more until they all feel just. I'm gonna go like dunk my head in the water real quick. That extra layer of water on top somehow like seals the curl in, makes it pop, looking like ramen noodles on the low. Alright, so I'm going in with this blow dryer from Sally's. I got it because it came with a diffuser and a concentrator nozzle. So the first pass, I'm going to go in with the diffuser. And I'm just going to like kind of float it around my head. I don't know how to describe it. I always use high heat. Alright, girl, you look alright. Stop messing in your hair. Alright, this is it. You made it to the end. This is the final result, but you saw that earlier in the video. If you made it thus far, you've watched this entire thing, something must have stuck out to you. You liked me a little bit or something. So So make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you are subscribed, and share this with all your friends. If anyone asks you, you know, how to get your hair to look so good, this is the way to do it. I will show you everything that I know, and we will just grow and grow together. And thanks so much for being here, guys. Peace out. Okay, so a couple of things to take away and unpack from that video. First of all, my editing was whoa. Okay, like I think I was using my old laptop that I got when I went back to school and like back to college in 2015. I was either using that or I used iMovie on my phone. I don't know for sure which one. Either way, I guess I didn't want to speed the footage up more than 2x because some of that like fast forward part wasn't really fast. Like it looked like it was still real time. Second of all, I already mentioned, what was that voice? Why would, like, this is my regular voice. Like, if you call me on the phone, this is how I'm gonna answer. Hello. Yeah, what's good? Like, what was this very soft and like a whisper? Let me sound like nice and girl. Okay, so editing trash, voice trash. However, my wash and go routine half trash because I don't understand what I guess I was trying to squeeze out the conditioner out of my hair when I wet it. I rinsed out the conditioner and I squeezed it and then I wet it again and wet it again. I guess that the squeeze part, I was trying to like get rid of conditioner. But I will say that I do remember back when, like around the time I filmed that video, the wash and goes that I was wearing were actually really popping because I was doing them in the shower. And like, with wet line, the name literally tells you wet. Your hair needs to be soaking wet. So if you use wet line and you're not in the shower, it's not gonna come out as popping as it really could. Like, yeah, you can take a spray bottle and spray your hair and get it wet again, but like something about the water and the steam just makes it pop even better than using a spray bottle. I don't know. But also the fact that I was trying to describe how I diffuse my hair by saying I float the dryer around my head, I don't even know what that meant, honestly. I guess I meant like I wouldn't touch it to my head. I don't know. That was not as bad as I thought it was, but you can kind of tell it was my first video. Like I was kind of awkward in front of the camera. I was like staring at it while I'm washing my hair. Like you saw, but I'm literally like, why am I staring? Like if the shower is this way, like the shower head is behind me, why am I like this? That doesn't make any sense, girl. And then I was like talking to myself like, oh, stop playing in your hair, you look fine. But yeah, that really was like an eye-opener, so to speak, because I already knew that I have like improved on my editing. My videos are still on the longer side, as you can see, but I feel like I don't keep as much like unnecessary footage as I used to. I feel like I chop out more things now, so like, I don't know, I talk a lot. That's really what it boils down to. I talk a lot, so it ends up being a lot of footage, and if you like me, then you watch it. If you don't, then it's okay, because I like me. Your like is extra. That video, ooh, I low-key want to like take it off my channel, but I'm gonna leave it up because I'm not like super embarrassed about it. It's good to look back at it and see like how far I've come, and like I kind of want y'all to be able to look back at it and see how far I've come. So like if I have to do like my actual like first video that I like fully recorded and I actually edited and I actually posted, I don't think it's that bad. but definitely could be a lot better. But you know, with time comes improvement. No one starts off being perfect, as we have just seen, and as you're witnessing right now. I'm still not perfect. You can never be perfect. You can just, there's always room for improvement. So I'm improving. Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. Wow, what am I supposed to be saying right now? Leave a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the button down below to subscribe, and the bell beside it to get notified of my new videos. I post 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I don't want you guys to miss anything. And if you have any video suggestions or any kind of questions for me, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I forgot to mention this. The fact that I was like inside the microphone doing the voiceover was killing me, because anytime I said anything with a S, a T, a P, it was just girl, get it together. Okay, bye.